Scorpio, welcome to Josie K Tarot. I'm Josie K, and this is the second half of September of 2022 spiritual advice reading. For this reading, I've been guided to the Osho Zen Tarot deck, and I'm going to be laying a circle spread. So, dear Lord, Spirit Guides, and Angels, please bless whichever Scorpio I am reading for during this general reading. Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female, Venus, Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter, and so on. Please bless this Scorpio or group of Scorpios with clearly defined spiritual advice for the second half of September of 2022. So we had a card that jumped. Oh my. Mid-September, we have a Scorpio who's dealing with the schizophrenia energies of the Two of Swords, not knowing exactly which action steps to take for fear they will fall. Now, in the thoughts position of the circle spread, awesome. Okay, this is great. Now, for the collective right now, we have the Empress in the day-to-day aspects position, but we've got the Libra, Scorpio. Maybe you have Libra in your chart as well. The Scorpio thinking, I now know what it is that I want to give birth to. That with the major arcana, the Empress, I can come out of indecision and focus on what I'm creating for myself. Wow. So in the relationship sector during the second half of September of 2022, Scorpio, we have the strength energy in the relationship sector. So some form of breakthrough when it comes to another or others, coming out of indecision and creating and giving birth to many wonderful things in your life. So there's a strong message here from Spirit to give thanks to Spirit, because Spirit's walking with you, helping you to create a path of great fulfillment. This is motherly energy. This is marital energy. This is family energy. But there's indecision about how things are going to unfold as you give birth to them in the second half of September of 2022, Scorpio. Now we've got the breakthrough energy, the strength in relation to another or others to come out of indecision. Let's continue. In the creative aspects position, we have the Four of Cups. Okay, so we do have a Scorpio here who is being guided by Spirit to turn inward, right? Create time to meditate, to acknowledge what it is that's blocking your energy, these worries and fears. To turn inward and think about what it is that you are creating for yourself that fulfills you emotionally in the second half of September, because Spirit's saying what you are creating could eventually lead you to a person or group of people where not only do you feel more strong spiritually, but you feel as though you're having a breakthrough. I have been learning how to meditate, do yoga, whatever it is you're creating at this time. It is this process of learning whereby you can then teach. So in the actions position, it's not about taking much action. It's about the Hanged Man energy. Knowing that Spirit with another major arcana here is helping for you, Scorpio, to observe as you manifest. Trust that there will be a breakthrough, that you will connect with the right person or group of people, that an offer that you desire to create for yourself will manifest when the time is right. So Spirit's giving you the strength during the second half of September to really just make a plan, turn inward, and start to decipher when it's time to move forward. We're going to clarify these messages in a little bit. So we have justice here. We have courage in the emotional aspects position by the end of September of 2022 for you, Scorpio. Okay, the courage to break through and shine because of what you're giving birth to, because you're taking time to meditate, to pray to Spirit for a breakthrough, that you'll connect with the right group of people or person, and that at some point in time you will then have the courage to take action emotionally. In the emotional aspects position of this circle spread. Now, in the subconscious position, we have the Queen of Wands energy. This is beautiful energy. This is setting and meeting goals day to day in a very passionate and excited way, right? Getting up and doing what you love and then creating additional projects and ideas. Sharing what you are manifesting with the world. That's what Spirit's saying is going to guide you to the right person or group of people where there will be a breakthrough, where you will come out of this energy of indecision or schizophrenia, like the card says, where you can take action to wait for your courage to build and then eventually share your soul's purpose, right? What it is that you are naturally drawn to do. So in the day-to-day aspects position up here, we have the Six of Swords energy, the realization that, I'm tired of waiting in this in-between moment. I am going to free myself from this indecision about my journey ahead. And I'm going to consciously, subconsciously, in the subconscious position, set and meet goals for myself. So I know what I want to accomplish over the next year. I know what I want to give birth to in my thoughts position, that I'll eventually have a breakthrough and I'll start to feel very courageous in my journey. So see, the Six of Swords is also about coming to an energy of serenity. And he's pointing over at the Queen of Wands saying, as you set and meet goals, so too are you able to free yourself from troubled waters. So in the inner strengths position, this is what Spirit's bringing in for you, Scorpio. Playfulness, communication, something that maybe is a bit tempting or exciting. That's where Spirit's saying, if you're indecision about maybe some passionate communication here, it is important to give something some time so that you will eventually kind of come to a truth within you as to whether or not you want to share yourself with someone. So that's a whole different thing. Let's see what else Spirit wants to say and confirm this reading with a 3-card summary. So in this 3-card spread, using the same Osha Zen Tarot deck, we've got the Two of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Ace of Cups. Okay, the courage to go into the direction of an overflowing path of peace, joy, and happiness. So by mid-September of 2022, we do have a Scorpio energy in his or her element with the Queen of Cups energy. The ability to follow your intuition, to decide with the Two of water energy who your soul connection is supposed to be at this time. Who do you want to plant roots with? Who do you want to untangle roots from? So that could be what this indecision is about mid-September with the Two of Swords. But this is about freeing yourself from the burden of the past. Okay, so for some, you may be thinking about the past, or the past may rear its funny head because we have fun communication coming in, right? Playfulness here, but in the inner strengths position, the strength to resist. So there may be a water sign coming towards you, even though you're a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or this is you saying, I want to go back in the past and I want to play. Oh, because there's fantasy and illusion here when it comes to an older water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or oneself. I have healed, therefore I can remain emotionally balanced amidst some form of temptation, fantasy, or illusion. All right, so we're seeing this High Priestess energy quite frequently for the collective, and obviously now for the collective Scorpios. So this is having the strength to plant seeds and to observe and to follow your intuition throughout the second half of September for some Scorpios as you build your empire. For some of you, you may be trying to get to the truth of a situation regarding someone who is financially abundant, secure, stable, or a leader. But this is having the strength to remain grounded until you know exactly what action steps you want to take. So we do have a lot of fire going on here. We have the Strength card representing Leos in the relationship sector. The thoughts of sharing yourself, trying to be freed from the burden of indecision, having the strength to maybe go playfully into the direction of another, but to not lose your mind, right? To maintain your groundedness. I'm feeling grandma and grandpa here too, so maybe you're going to go visit them. I don't know what that's about, other than, yeah, I mean, it's time to come closer to family in this year of 2022. All right, so we have an exhausted path here being taken or completed, evidently, with the Nine of Wands energy. We have a Scorpio here, male or female, who is starting to flower into the abundance of who you were meant to be in your life, whether it's a particular career, a hobby, gift, talent, skill, a small business. The Nine of Wands is about, even though you're exhausted, keep your heart open, because Spirit is listening to your thoughts position and is helping for you to give birth to some form of breakthrough. Yeah, so there are unhealthy, in fact, this author calls this Six of Pentacles a sleazy connection that needs to be let go of with the Eight of Cups. And yeah, some may come to the shocking realization that someone has been a magician all this time, playing tricks, leaving you in the state of the Two of Swords. So we have a shocking realization for many of the collective that, hey, I can use this Queen of Wands energies and I can set and meet goals, because Spirit's saying eventually I'll have a breakthrough in relation to another or others. And I will then, by the end of September going into October, with the Magician energy in the Tower, come to a shocking realization that I have manifested courage for myself emotionally. Both financially and personally, I can now postpone this heartache, this sadness, because I have been blessed with a new path. For some, this is a new path in the area of a career or organization. This is a new path where you are applying your intellect and are going into the path of success, therefore cutting away from all of this indecision. So kind words and messages are coming in from the Devil energy. It is like a lion in sheep's clothing. So Spirit's saying, tiptoe, go with the flow. Focus on what you're manifesting. And wow, there's a few messages here. Now, we could have, with the Ace of Cups, obviously a new path in love or a renewed path in love. And this is all about deciphering who or what kind of thoughts or people do I need to go away from? And which direction am I creating for myself that I'm passionate about? Because I think Spirit's saying, as you manifest, we're going to help you to hop, skip, and jump into the direction of courage and into the direction where you are sharing yourself in a playful way, where new opportunities and people will be drawn to you. Now, I'm getting this is closer to the end of October, even though I know this is the second half of September reading. I just have to say. So we have Judgment and we have the Eight of Pentacles. Researching, knowing that Spirit is giving you the courage, right? To share your gifts, talents, and skills, so that you can go through a rebirth, right? Old paths are ending that were long and difficult for the collective, and obviously now for the collective Scorpios. New doorways are opening, and unhealthy energies of self-sabotage, whether this is you or someone around you, is going away, right? There's a rebirth taking place in you or someone else here. Aloneness. I'm going to have to confirm, but for some, there may be someone who has Virgo in their chart that's a karmic situation where there's a lot of passion, but you're unsure of the success of it. All right, so let's confirm and clarify what we've got here, because this could go a couple few directions. All right, I'm going to confirm and clarify with the Gypsy Oracle deck. I like to confirm and clarify with this deck because it helps me to pinpoint certain not astrological signs, people, places, circumstances, situations, and or environments, even directions by which Spirit is helping for me to translate for Scorpio here in the second half of September of 2022. Yeah, so things may feel a little bit slow mid-September, Scorpio, because you're going through a very, very spiritual transformation. The reason you're feeling indecisive, unable to make a decision, is because no longer are you the caterpillar crawling on the ground getting walked on, right? You have now sprouted wings and have grown spiritually, or that's what Spirit's helping you to do mid-September. Now, in the thoughts position, Spirit's saying it's time to think about how to create a fortunate journey for yourself, not only in the area of money, but in the area of peace and balance and harmony, spiritual balance. So take off the blindfold, Spirit saying to this Scorpio, and really think about how you're going to use the Empress energy and Spirit's assistance with the major arcana, the Empress, to look for a fortunate creation for yourself. Whether it's a job, whether it's a small business on the side. Oh my. Okay, so that's why we have a Scorpio who's not taking off the blindfold. Someone here wants to be a motherly, fatherly, family type energy here, but there's a lot of indecisiveness, and this is why. In the relationship sector, we have a soldier energy. This means either someone who's cold, closed off, or a one-night stand. So there is a breakthrough. Some Scorpios are going to say, I'm giving birth to a fortunate new path because I have grown spiritually. I can now have a breakthrough when it comes to someone that is unhealthy for me by putting my subconscious and my conscience into sharing my skills, talents, and goals, projects, hobbies, or whatever with those around me. So Spirit's saying, turn inward during the second half of September, Scorpio, and let your light shine. Okay, pray to Spirit for signs and synchronicities, things you hear on the TV, the radio, your phone, having to do with like creative projects. Let your light shine. Who are the new you? How did you grow? What did you learn? How did you overcome and break through in the relationship sector? For some, this is writing a book, a romance novel. This is about maybe continuing or creating a blog where people can come together and talk about how they made it through difficult journeys in love, however that applies to you. Okay, in the actions position, this is Spirit saying with the Hanged Man energy, Scorpio, take some time to look at things from every perspective. In fact, to look at people. Sometimes the haughtiness energy of the peacock can represent someone walking in their ego, right? So in the past, you may have fallen for someone who was attractive on the outside, not so much in. But there's a realization here that you can come out of indecision and create a breakthrough. You can wait and observe the faithfulness of another while focusing on your own personal fortune. So emotionally, this is about justice. This is about courage. There's going to be a shocking realization closer to the end of September, going into October for this Scorpio, where you recognize that justice is turned in your favor. Let's see. Okay, this is why. So in the subconscious position, Spirit's saying again, use the Queen of Wands energies day to day to set and meet goals you're very passionate about, to share what you're creating with the world via one of the many internet platforms, Etsy, Amazon, so on, whatever, because that card, the Queen of Wands, is being served up with a merchant card. So this is focusing on profits and abundance. So there's some strength coming here to this Scorpio over the second half of September because of a shocking opportunity as a result of your creative efforts. So day to day, we have the burden. Day to day, I'm freeing myself from communications or thoughts or difficulties regarding those around me. I'm finding serenity as I know that with the faux energy, what I bring into my journey is how I will live it. Right? If I live with fortune and abundance and happiness and joy, then I will live that journey. If I work towards it, if I know what it is that brings me back, this very playful energy, I have a choice. So I'm going to bring upon some abundance, additional income, practice a hobby, gift, talent, skill, research, take a class, learn something, because Spirit's wanting to bring the collective Scorpios back into the energy of playful and exciting communication. Yeah. So that this playfulness can trump the constancy energy of stubbornness. So someone wants what they want or they used to, and they didn't get what they want when they wanted it. But there's spiritual growth here. And communication from Spirit saying there will be a breakthrough if you focus on sharing your gifts, your talents, your skills with the world. So too will there be a surprise, abundance, profits, support, subscribers, which is going to bring you this emotional confidence and the realization of the fortune you could create for yourself at this time. Sorry, I'm getting so excited. This is such beautiful energy, Scorpio. So in a 3-card summary, we've got joyfulness, the enemy, and then cheerfulness. Okay, so we have mid-September, right? Someone going through a spiritual transformation, not knowing what decision to make. Someone here looking at either a 3-party situation with the joyfulness card, or someone who's recognizing I'm creating a path of joyfulness starting this year. Therefore, I can come to the realization that something here has ended. Yeah, because someone's waiting for someone to come back and throw them the proverbial bone with the consolation prize energy, hoping for a reunion. Yeah, someone's thinking passionately with the sweetheart energy about a situation tied to a child, children, or the past. Yeah, we have someone thinking about a service business organization, feeling stuck or trapped. See, someone could end up stuck or trapped because you're putting someone on a pedestal. I just got to mention that. But again, Spirit's saying, go out and do what brings you this pleasure seeker energy. What is it that you love to do that brings you pleasure day to day? Because eventually there's going to be some form of letter, communication, paperwork. And that's landing for me kind of over in the direction of a surprise. But we'll see. So we have love, getting to the truth of, should I bring it to an end? Should I put someone in the friend zone? Absolutely, especially with these 2 cards next to each other. I'm surprised we haven't seen the Tower, because for some, it's like you're wanting to sneak into the direction of the enemy. And the enemy is someone full of lies and deception. It doesn't mean either of these people are bad people. It means they're just not ready for what someone else is. Therefore, they're having a hard time being honest about it. So we have a Scorpio who may have been thinking about traveling backwards in a previous direction, but who over time here, through that meditation and creativity, are growing from that sweetheart energy into this young woman energy, knowing what you want from a partnership. Wow. And actually realizing that. So we got a few things. If you are a Scorpio dealing with a young woman, here's an old woman. Maybe you're the lover in between and you're having a hard time deciding if you should devote yourself because of someone's stubbornness. That's a whole different spiel. For others, here comes the passion. Surprise, unexpected passion. Okay, for some Scorpios, maybe regarding someone who has Libra in their chart, or there's just, and it could be Gemini. Wow, I'm feeling that with that Lovers card. Conversations will be important, both in the area of profits and abundance and in the area of relationships, so that you can come out of this energy of melancholy. There's a little bit of boredom and discontent, and that's what's keeping a lot of the Scorpios stuck. So Spirit's saying, as you think about the positive, not what used to be, but what you can now create this year, that process with the malady energy is what's going to heal you. Kind words and messages are ahead. There will be faithful people who want to communicate in energy of devotion. Yeah, so someone's realizing they're sighing in awe and they're recognizing the sorrow. They served someone who was walking in energies of falseness, but now they're going within. So Spirit's saying, go within, and we're going to help bring you solace to unhealthy worries, fears, and concerns of the past, to create something that brings you profits, abundance, or just plain joy, Scorpio, because we have cheerfulness happening in the area of home. You know, maybe working from the home, creating connections and gatherings at the home. There's just cheerful stuff taking place here in the area of home and family. So by the end of September, we do have a Scorpio still researching the faithfulness and devotion of playful communications around them, but able to acknowledge by researching what caused you despair in the past. Yeah, so by the end of the month, we still have some feminines waiting on this person that's cold and closed off, and or waiting for the right one. For some, I think there will be communication for those of you who are surpassing old temptations and states of confusion. There's communication coming in that could be rather surprising from someone who's a very handsome Lord energy here, someone who may be financially abundant, secure, stable, or just some form of leader, father figure, grandfather figure, uncle, brother, and so on. Yeah, so by the end of the month, we have some Scorpios feeling like you're sitting in this room by yourself, hoping, wishing, and praying to become a wife or commitment, have a deeper commitment with someone. And look at that. I said the message, and the end of the reading falls over here. And so we've got the message in the letter. And it's right here with the surprise card and the courage. Oh my. Waiting, in some cases, to become a wife, or to come into deeper partnership, or to create something where you're coming into partnership, signing on the dotted line, and are creating just a balance of playfulness for yourself. Okay, don't get caught up on someone here who's just, there could be a breakthrough and then many blessings that unfold after that. Stand up for yourself. That's one thing I am hearing. Okay, yeah. Only create roots with those who are friendly and receptive. All right. So I'm going to close with a message from the Guardian Angel deck by Doreen Virtue. Should these messages have resonated for you and or you would like your own personal energy read, feel free to write me for a personal reading via my email, which is josiek42@gmail.com. I offer 4 1/2-hour video readings, and they are a 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, or yearly reading, and my price list will be in the box below this video. I am still offering the summer special, which is a 15-minute video reading for just $25 if you'd like to give that a try. So closing message, please, from Spirit regarding the second half of September of 2022 for Scorpio. Guardian of action. So this is a time for you to step up and be a leader. Wow, I think we had similar messages for Libra. So if you have Libra and or Scorpio in your chart, Spirit's just telling you and all Scorpios that your natural leadership skills will be called into action during the second half of September. This is your moment in the sun. So move into the light and shine for all to see. Look it, because right behind that is this fulfillment of emotions. With the 9 of emotion energy, this is a time to say yes to a wish come true. So by the end of the month, that courage shows up. There's a surprise offer or communication, and Spirit's saying you will recognize that now is a magical time in your life where wishes are granted and dreams can now come true. It may actually seem like good luck is following you, but actually these are the happy times and your just reward for being a very loving and wonderful person. Scorpio, your angels are asking you to enjoy your life and to have more fun, right? Playfulness needs to trump the stubbornness and frustrations. Your current challenges are pushing you to assert yourself and to be self-confident. Stand up for yourself, defend your position, and know that you have the right to excuse yourself from anyone or anything that brings drama into your life. There are better things that await. Profits, abundance, playfulness, and joy. Thank you to those of you who've stopped by for the live Zoomcast on Wednesdays and or the live YouTube podcast on Thursdays, both at noon U.S. Central Time. Thank you for your likes, your shares, and those subscribes. Thank you as well for all of your donations. Take care and God bless.